Well, for our last camping trip of the season, we decided to go to Wolverine Campground, where we had previously gone last year. And this time we chose a full hookup site because we like to um, open and close our season with full hookup sites so we can, fully purge our tanks and prepare the trailer for winterization. So we chose Wolverine. It was a nice campsite, and there was plenty of wildlife and some beautiful fall foliage to see. All right, so we're about half full here. The full hookup sites that we have are gravel pads that are kind of level, uh, and then it's all brand new connections here. So you have a sewer connection, which is pretty new. I mean, that looks like that pin is rusted off on the lid there. Um, if I can, there we go. So there's the sewer, and then you got a brand new electrical service, it looks like, and then the water is also pretty new, it looks like. I think this whole section back here is probably only a few years old because the trees are, little trees. They had to probably take everything out in order to put in the pads and the sewer and the electric and everything, and and then the bathhouse is way down at the end here. And like you can see, there's, I don't know, 8 or 9 units on each side. So, for a section of the camp here that has, I don't know, maybe 50 sites, or maybe 60 sites in this part of the camp, 9, basically full service shower, toilet, sink, hand dryer, in a brand new building is pretty nice for this section. So if you can do without trees, you've got, pretty nice facilities. And then if you can see that tower there, that is a Wi-Fi access point. So we haven't tested the Wi-Fi back here, but we're gonna. This is the little shower house on the full hookup loop, and I mean, it's fairly clean, and brand new. I mean, this building is brand new. Concrete is brand new. You're whistling to the deer?
Look at her.
So the resident deer herd. Oh, she heard me. She's like, "What are you doing here? This is my house." It's a beautiful night in mid-October. So the colors are finally starting to change, and this is one of the only campgrounds that's still open. In fact, it's only open through this weekend, so this is the last weekend. You can see hardly anybody's here, so I don't know why people don't like camping in the fall, but especially here in Michigan where the colors are so gorgeous, but here we are. And nice new pavilion that they were building when we were here last time. You want to go that way?
I was gonna.
You don't want to go to the bowl.
Well, I was just gonna show people the boat.
There's a little boat launch down there. So that pavilion came up this year because there's a deer right in the middle of the field here. Just like, what am I doing out here? I don't know. This is the site we had last year.
And now we have not even very few gravel pads.
Yeah. And this is October 18th, so it's fairly late in the season. Again, another nice new bath and shower house here. And these are fairly open.
This is just electric, right?
Yeah, I think these are just electric. I think you gotta fill up with water when you come in. Right across from the park office, there's water to fill up your tank. Then there's this nice little lagoon here that goes off the boat launch over there, so you can bring your boat in and you can just pull it up on shore, and you don't have to launch and relaunch it over and over as if you're here for more than a week. And then you get into this wooded section, and there's some nice campgrounds here, or campsites here.
Just electric going.
That are, just electric, and they certainly have an older, bathroom and everything, but right through those woods there is Holloway Reservoir, and so you can actually get sites that are right on the shore there. It's kind of like a drop-off on the shoreline. So, it's not like you're on the beach, but you're nice and high, and you got a nice view of the reservoir and all the pretty fall foliage and everything that's going on right now. And we could have gone the other way.
It said one way.
But I'm informed it said one way. So last year at Halloween, so the previous 2 weeks to now, there was the Halloween contest, and so people set up here just tremendous displays, and then they have a big trick-or-treating event here that kids go around and trick-or-treat campsite to campsite.
Man, that section's still pretty long.
Yeah, and then the section across the little lagoon here is, again, up on the lake and on the lagoon shore. So, if you had a boat, you could just kind of pull it right up next to your trailer. And somebody fishing there at the inlet. 136 is pretty nice looking. 137 is pretty nice looking, except for it's kind of short, so if you have a small trailer, it's probably good. That's a pretty good size Class A backed in there. So here you have to book these lakeside sites for a minimum of 3 days. So you need like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. But all 3 nights. So either you got to have a Friday off or a Monday off if you want to have one of these sites, which clearly are premium. Because they're just in the nice, shaded area with these trees all around, and you're right on the water. I think that's pretty much enough of this.
Yep.
Well, there's deer all over out here, everywhere you go. that one turned their head. These guys are like, yeah, guys, we've seen zillions of people this year.
Mama and 2 yearlings, maybe?
Yeah, those two are pretty young. They were probably spring babies. We got some nice foliage going here.
I'm going to turn. Because they have gravel pads, water, and electric.
Okay, so this is on the west side of the little lagoon. And these have water and electric, where the other side appears to only have electric. So,
Oh, pull-throughs.
probably the reason that there's so many more campers here right now is,
Pull-throughs.
what?
Pull-throughs.
Oh yeah, so these are pull-through lots here. So that's nicer.
That's a nice lot. Oh, cats. 2,
Number 2 is pretty nice.
3, this whole stretch.
Yeah, number 3 is pretty nice. Number 4 is pretty nice.
Yeah, I think.
Number 5 is pretty nice. Number 6, 7, 8, 9, etc.
And 10, all nice.
are very nice lots. Lakeside
We could
with
even-
electric and water.
We could even pull in and have our panoramic actually facing the lake.
Yeah, if you wanted to get a
Pull-through.
pull-through site, and you'd probably be having your panoramic window,
That way.
yeah, facing somebody's car.
But
But look at that, number 9, oof, really nice.
10.
And number 10, really nice, like a pie-shaped lot. Even 11's pretty good. It's just narrow and
Little baby 12.
yeah, 12 is
I like how they painted their
right on the lagoon here.
Their trailer's painted cute.
13, 14, etc. are on the lagoon.
Yeah, the whole loop.
And then there's Wi-Fi over here too, so there's access points right over there.
And the original shower house.
And this is that upper section, so it's kind of up high. There's a nice shower house over here. That thing has like 20 different stalls in it. These sites, I imagine, could be pull-through sites, but you know, they're nice concrete pads, so they're nice and level. It's just that they're just water and electric here on this side.
Yes, there is water.
And I guess if you're going to be in these here,
Oh,
you're going to be like right across the street from the dump station.
These are the weird ones with the water in the front and the pedestals in the back.
Oh yeah, and you probably want to make sure you have a long hose or a long electric, because the water's up in the front and the electric is in the back, which is a little bit odd, but I mean, if you have a 50-foot hose, you're good with that, and you're probably, you know, fine if you have a 25 or 35-foot electric.
No, we've never been to the front.
Yeah, so we'll go over to the front section now. So that's the park office there. And then there's another small section over here through the woods here. And that opens up onto the lake. And there's a few... This is probably just the backside of that loop we were just on, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is site number 1 coming up on our right here. So this is just the front way to get in. We came in the back way.
He's gonna be gone. Like looks like a velociraptor.
Turkey. He's moving pretty good. He's like, I don't know, I'm not like those deer. I see people, I book it. When I see turkeys, I'm used to seeing them, you know, in a gaggle. Because the lake house we used to have had, you know, just flocks of turkeys. Anyhow, so this is the entrance to the full hookup camp, which has some nice surrounding, you know, wooded areas. You know, so we're sort of all, you know, encompassed in wooded areas here, but the actual, you know, campground area is, you know, pretty barren, because they had to do the construction to put in the sewage lines and the electric and the water. And anyhow, so this is the entrance to that part of the park, and you can see, you know, campers coming up, and there's just not very many over here right now because it's so late in the season. That's one heck of a tree there.
Yeah.
Really pretty. That is site 201 right there. So these are the 200s. And if you don't want to walk far to the restroom, one of these is probably a pretty good site. Although that's a septic field back there and it looks like they're vented. But that's site 205. And then there's the shower house, and there's 14, you know, restrooms with showers for this loop of, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 sites. And so that's 208 right there. And you can see they just go down the line, down the row. Nothing special, but they do have water, electric, and sewer. Well, it's Turkey Day, October 19th, which isn't really Turkey Day, but there they are. So the deer and the turkeys like this place.